Good evening, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
How come it didn't go live on my thing here?
Oh, it's live on this end.
I can see it live here
How
too.
come it didn't go live on my thing here? Rookie.
She did a rookie move.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Thanks for understanding, Brad. You're so nice.
Jason Lamb, Big Wrench, Catfishing. Jody, welcome in.
Thank you, Brad, for saying hello to them.
Yeah, welcome, everyone.
See more people come up. I'll welcome them in here.
Yeah, welcome in. Welcome in, Big Wrench, Pontoon Jody, Jason Lamb, Brian B. Welcome in.
Brian B, Big Wrench.
What's up, B?
Jody. Cat Claws.
Cat
Journey
Claus,
to the Riverbanks.
welcome in.
Welcome in, Adam.
I've never seen Cat Claus before. That's a new one, I believe. If you're in here, please hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, and the thumbs up.
Fish on at Evans.
Ed Evans, Apache Adventure, welcome in, bud. Maurice Kaysen.
Hi, Maurice.
Come in, Maurice.
Okay.
Welcome in.
He was one of my first subscribers that helped me get into a lot of the catfish community here.
Welcome in, Apache.
Hi, Apache. I've been on here. I joined your live feed one night. Oh,
Okay. So, what's been new with you, Brad?
Oh, not a whole lot. Making orders, getting them out as quick as we can. I've been pretty busy. Good thing.
Good
that
thing.
is a good thing.
So, we were talking, I think, a couple weeks ago when we had two other people, you and Creo and Tim in here, and we was talking about all kinds of different stuff. But what got you into bringing in the I forget what they called demon dragons into your tackle?
I wanted to take and make something affordable for people. You know, I try when I'm fishing for gear, I want to find the best quality for the best price, and that's what I kind of look for myself for other people, and that's why we paint the hand painted spooks and the dragging weights and the sinkers in general. Try to give somebody something a little better price that, you know, maybe they don't have a ton of money to go fishing, but they like to do it. So it might give them an option to go out a couple more times each year. So that's kind of why we do it.
Now,
Try to keep people fishing.
I noticed that you just don't do catfish sinkers. You also do skipjack weights. Am I right?
We will be doing some smaller weights here very soon. The molds are actually ordered. We had a couple bait shops that I'm doing them for. I got one of my molds in for eggs, small eggs from 1/8 ounce up. So process. It's not like it's a lot easier to pour the big ones than it is the small ones.
So, what kind of sinker designs are you going to be coming up with for them?
We'll have smaller bank sinkers from 1/2 ounce up, and then we'll have eggs from 1/8 ounce up in line, and then we'll have those trolling sinkers, and I'm sure there'll be some more to follow from there. But that's what we got ordered for right now.
We have Freddie that came in. Freddie's
Freddie.
FOA.
He said, stopping by real quick, painting some custom spooks. Brad knows all about that life.
Oh yeah.
Joey Ziegler.
Me and Freddie throw colors off each other all the time. We'll paint some up and say, hey, what do you think about these? And then it won't be that much longer. He's like, hey, what do you think about these? And we'll go back and forth until we go to bed sometimes. So
Yeah, but when do you ever go to bed?
yeah, it happens. Sometimes it ain't so real early in the morning, but we do find sleep somewhere.
Freddie also says, whoa, 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 Avid, there are no demon dragons. They are hard hand-painted spooks. They're better.
Oh, I see Dalton.
Yeah, I do too, Brett. Where'd that come from? You
He's
get
about
him
to
all
pass the phone.
excited, and he pounces on my knee. I'm gonna geek you.
I could not resist. I could not resist on that one. Hello, butterflies and sunshine.
Butterflies and sunshine, my girl.
Jason Lamb, Joy Stewart. Now,
Joy can't stay, but she said she liked and shared. Thank you, Joy.
Thank
Joy,
you.
how's Scott doing? Steve Ransom.
It is pretty fun painting the spooks though, because you can make whatever colors you want or shades of whatever colors you want. So you don't even have to stick with the paint that you buy. You can add color into it to change it to get it to the color you want.
I know you was talking about a spook that you made there's like a clear clear see-through top with a white and pink on the bottom.
Yeah,
Where'd you come up with that idea?
just did it. And started painting it and use your great creativity to go wild on them. I mean, if you can think of it, you can do it.
Mike Sampson's in the house. Hi, Sampy.
No,
Thanks for joining us.
No, is that just like a glow in the dark paint you made there, or
Some of them are. It just depends. Like these, I used the pearl base and then went into, it's actually a glow in the dark pink.
Oh, I love pinks.
okay, Joy?
These do pretty good for people. And I didn't even tell, there's a lot of them in here that I painted glow in the dark and I just kind of put them in packs just to see how they do.
No,
I've been doing that for a while. So, some of them actually in darker water, it does seem to help. People are catching fish on them. So could just be color. It could be that they're glowing and seeing that little bit of what they can see.
Right.
Joy Stewart is a channel membership, so got to give them a shout out.
Freddie's like, shh, Brad, don't be giving out our secrets.
That's what we're here for.
I do want to say a quick thing before we go back to Brad, and I'm sorry I'm changing subjects real quick, but please put out prayers for Audra, Lance's wife, the wine fisherman, and also Steve Douglas and Hogleg and Scott Stewart.
Yes.
So keep
really
them in your prayers. Keep all their supporters and families in your prayers. Or even if you don't believe in prayers, positive vibes, because everybody is going through a hard time right now and they need them. So I thank you for anybody who does.
Hello, Cold Creek Catfishing Billy. Welcome in.
Yeah,
Hey,
we have a lot of people in the community that are sick. So
Yeah,
yes.
just kind of say one for a little bit of everybody, and let's hope everybody starts getting to feel a little better. We get into some little warmer weather, maybe.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen
But
to that.
I just wanted to get that out there. So we have 23 people in here now. So I thought I'd get it out there at the beginning of the show.
It's good to do.
So how long did it take you to clean lead before you add your chemicals to it?
It just depends on how much I'm doing. I mean, honestly, I can do 100 pounds pretty easy.
You have big old cauldron, your little witch's brew.
Actually, I have a pretty big pot that I clean, and I use forced air to heat it up, and it gets pretty hot. that cast iron pots took its toll for the time. I mean, it's did good because it's still the original one I've used, but it's getting to where it's about needs to be replaced. It's only good for so long when you start ovaling a circle and cast. You know, it's not good. It gets hot.
Hello, Johnny Small Pepper.
Hi, Johnny.
How long does it take before you have to replace one of those kettles?
I don't know. I haven't did it yet. I'm still working on the same one I started with.
Oh,
So,
good.
Wow.
but it probably lasts longer if I turn the air down, but it's nice to heat it up in a reasonable amount of time, because sometimes when you get those big chunks of clean lead, they take forever to melt. And once you get them going, it's not bad. It's just getting them to start.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. And welcome in, Chris.
Brad, I remember you getting when you first started, I was just coming into the community, and I would see you in everybody's chat, and I would think, God, what a nice guy. You know, hi, Brad. Hey, you know, you always said hi to everyone. Then you got these clear spooks in the mail, and then you painted them. And at first you didn't want to show anybody what you had hand painted. Do you remember that?
Yeah. And, you know, when you're first trying to do something, you're always trying to find the best way to do it. And even when you paint them, the more that you can do at once, the better off you are, because the less time you have in them. And I try to be efficient with the things I do, because sometimes I don't have a lot of time. So I got to make use of the time that I do have.
Right,
so,
right.
And for someone that's never, like, I never painted, picked up a gun or nothing, I said, you know what? Worst thing can happen is they look like crap, and we have to wipe them off and redo them. So.
But you did it, and they look spectacular. Even your very first one. Now, my question is, did you save that first one as a recognition to what you've now created for yourself?
I periodically save a few of them, because there's a few of them I make different, just to try for myself to see how they do on the color. So.
That's
good for you.
If he or if he sold it. Hello, butterflies and sunshine.
Chris Everett, thank you for sharing out that link for Brad and for myself, I see.
Uh-huh.
What made you go from these spooks to the pouring of the lead in the sinkers?
I've been doing the sinkers for a while, even before we started, you know, actually taking and selling them to other people. We were making our own for a few years, but the one thing, when you start out doing it, making lead, you got to make sure that you got, you know, good ventilation, got a good dry area. You cannot have any moisture. Even if lead is sitting, it still draws moisture. So you got to make sure to preheat some of the lead up before you use it, because if you have an explosion, and I can tell you from experience of not getting a lead hot enough before putting it in a pot, it will make a big mess everywhere, and I don't care where it goes.
Yeah, cold lead that's wet and moisture, and you put it in a melting pot, and then it explodes.
It could be. You could go to Bass Pro, pick up their $3 lead ingots, and it will do the same thing as if you cleaned it yourself.
Oh, really?
Yes, they just lead naturally draws moisture to it. You always want to preheat it before you put it into a pot.
So how do you preheat yours? By the forced air?
Sometimes I'll actually leave them lay underneath my pots and let them warm up. And once they get to that point, I'll actually put them on the top of the pots, let them warm up before I actually put them in. And like when you're doing lead for yourself and you're only pouring a little bit of lead, you won't use, you know, you might empty a 20-pound pot, but when you're pouring for a bunch of people, you'll have multiple pots going. So you got to prep a lot ahead, because those 20-pound pots, when you're pouring 16-ounce sinkers, which is a pound of lead,
that's crazy.
It does not take very long to empty a pot out.
Well, 16-ounce weights, that's about
a pound,
what you normally would use on the Mississippi River.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, People use them all over the place. You'd be surprised where people use them. In front of dams is a very popular spot.
Now, do you create your own molds, or do you buy it from like Do It Molds, or
I use Do It molds when it makes sense to. Some of the smaller stuff, they're actually very affordable to get the Do It molds. But when you get into the bigger molds, when you start getting in over 10 ounces, you might have to buy 3 Do It molds to where I can get a custom mold made for maybe $60 more that covers those 3. And then those custom molds, you can actually run a whole lot hotter. They're a lot bigger mold.
can you show us the difference between them?
I'll give you an example.
Robin Modin says, I keep my head in a bucket with a lid.
This is a custom mold, and this is a Do It mold.
Okay. Oh, that's almost 1.5 times, if not double.
Yeah, they're quite a bit bigger. They machine all of them. And this guy does a good job, and these molds are absolutely filthy, but part of it. Kind of.
Look at those.
Those are bank sinkers, aren't they?
The flat banks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my favorite ones. Woohoo!
Catfish Viking is in, and he is driving and listening. Drive safe, please, Catfish Viking.
Be safe,
Zach?
Viking.
Viking's got some precious cargo from the pictures I got earlier.
Uh-oh.
What's he got?
He's got a surprise.
Oh,
A toothy surprise.
a snake.
Viking, do not break that surprise.
He's got him an alligator.
An alligator? 2
Yeah,
foot?
it's pretty cool. Here's another one.
Yikes.
Let's show you the 16.
Well, I'm sure he has the mouth
Look
tape.
at that.
Those are nice coins.
Where do you sell the 16 for, just out of curiosity?
Well, the non-brass always sell for $2.50 a pound, and then the brass-eyed sinkers are $2.75. That's just to cover the cost of the brass that goes in.
And shipping has to go way up when you order those.
Not really. You just, like the 16s, you can only put so many in. I can put 14 in a box. And same way with cannonballs. Cannonballs, I can usually put the 10-ounce cannonballs. I can put 14 in a box, and that's about 14 pounds worth.
Right.
Now, how many pyramids can you put in a 15-pound box?
I don't know. Probably 14 pounds, depending on, well, the 4 ounces, you can probably do more. They stack a little better, but
Yeah.
that bigger mold, like I ran for you, I actually got that and get worked on right now to accept the new style of eye. I haven't ran a whole lot of those on it. Probably not nearly as many. You probably only get maybe 13 pounds of the big 7-ounce pyramids, I'd say.
Oh, wow.
Hey, they leave a lot of room. That small stuff, I did an order for someone, and I actually almost got 18 pounds in a small flat rate box.
Wow.
So that's the most that I've ever got. But it was just the right stuff worked in the box to get that much, and that's probably not get over that ever again.
Yeah, because I thought that box that you sent me was a little bit heavier than 15 pounds.
They usually are. The sinkers are usually over face value weight, so usually it's point something.
Yeah.
It'll be 10.1, 10.2 per sinker, which is good. Heavier is better than light. So
Right. QC Veteran Outdoor is, I'm assuming, QC Brian, who changed his name. Brad and Cody from 3+1 favor a lot. Joe Ziegler.
Yeah, I love those weights.
I love my weights that you made. Absolutely great.
But me and Brad has an inside joke about steel toes getting demolished somehow. We don't know how.
you don't ever want to drop lead down anywhere. Bad day.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hello, Misplaced Fishing. Diane, how you doing?
I don't know where I put them, but yeah, I had them.
I don't know what you're talking about dropping weights, Brad.
Like I told you the other day, I almost dropped a 60-pound brick of lead on my feet.
Yeah,
You
you
move
told me
fast.
about that. That made me just want to cringe my toes when I heard that.
I was cringing. I was cringing when I knew felt it go, and I'm like, oh, here we go.
That would have been that'd been really, really bad thing. But
Hi,
hey,
Denise. From she's the one that escorted Martin around,
yeah,
and she is misplaced fishing.
yeah.
So
Welcome in.
nice to see you.
She changed the name to have actually has a new channel that's misplaced fishing instead of misplaced country girl.
Right.
So she has two channels now, but she's doing a fishing channel separate from her other channel.
Well, that's really good. Good for her.
Mhm.
So, Brad, when you get your orders, because you get your orders from Facebook and Messenger usually, right?
Yep. Or phone calls. I got quite a bit of people, like a lot of the bait shops and stuff. I got them. They have my phone numbers. They call me when they need something, and then I
And
take
how,
care of it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you're good.
How long does it take for you to get the bait shop orders filled and out?
It depends. It depends on what they order, because some of them order 60 pounds or 70 pounds or more, and if they're close, like I got a couple of them that are pretty close. As soon as I get them done, I go drop them off to them. So,
Okay.
which is really, really good. Usually it's a couple days, depending on what we're getting for the other orders. Because I do it as first come, first serve. So as soon as someone puts their order in, whoever gets a hold of me next, they're next in line. So if them bait shops are 5 or 6 up the thing, they are what they are. And I always make sure to let them know, like, hey, you're gonna have a few day wait, or we'll get to this here in the next 2 or 3 days, and we should have it done for you. So it just depends. Some stuff runs faster than others, and it just depends on what they want or what they're making, what they need.
Yeah, Dominic Hollis says he swears by tidal
Tidal
weight.
weights.
Yeah, Dominic's used them for a while.
Johnny Smallpepper said, take care, everyone. Got to run. Brad, good seeing you. Robin, Avid, good program.
Nice seeing you, Johnny. Have a good day, buddy.
Fish and Freedom has a question. How do you cut up your blocks? I've tried advanced saw, even a split maul, LOL, and ain't find a good way.
Your best off way is to try to melt it versus trying to cut it.
So heat it up.
Yeah, try to find something big enough to heat it up, and sometimes you can't. There's a hard way to do it with a chisel and a hammer that'll take you forever, or you can use a sawzall with a wood blade. It will cut it. It is slow, but you can do it.
Big Wrench wants to know, how do we get a hold of you?
If you have Facebook, you can get a hold of me on the Tidal Weight Sinkers page or my personal Facebook. It doesn't matter. And if you don't have Facebook, I can give you my phone number or email.
Yeah, isn't your email on your About page on your YouTube channel?
Yes, it is.
We have Jeff Beal that came in.
Welcome in, Jeff.
Hi, Dominic. I didn't get to say hi to you. Glad
Don't
you
worry.
made it home safely from the dock.
I was giving him a hard time last night when he was fishing. So.
Good for you.
Hello, and that's Catfishing. How are you doing? Double Hook
Welcome in,
Angling,
Matt.
welcome in.
Double Hook, how's it going?
Hey, David. So, besides the weights and the spooks, what else are you planning on doing? Any other big adventures?
I'm making a longer version of the dragging weights for people that want to send those dragging weights out a country mile. So I have a little longer version.
Do you want to
Like
tell
you-
them about that? What length you're doing, what weight you're trying for?
They're going to be about 7 inches longer than the originals. I'm still going to sell the originals. I drag like generally 80 to 100 foot off the back of the boat, and then whatever the depth is. And then the smaller ones work great for us. When we get them hung up, it's hung up on a tree, and usually we pull the tree up and pull the hook out of the tree and then go. But
boy,
hey, I know a lot of people like to take and drag out past 150 foot. So that little taller dragging weight will probably help them out considerably, especially, Mississippi, Missouri, the faster currents, that longer spook with that longer dragging weight with that deeper water will probably help their situation out a little better.
Now, no one make fun of me, but I did my attempt at dragging weights. This was supposed to be a 2-ouncer.
hold on.
This was supposed to be a 2-ouncer, but I dumped it and it became a
1 ounce.
1 ounce. And then this is my 4-ouncer, which is still got the big heavy duty clip on it. And then it's sealed at the bottom. Oh boy. Sealed at the bottom right here. There's a sinker in there that I smushed to collapse it so there's no hole in it. And then the rest is filled with BBs. And the foam is at the top to make it float. So what I'm going to do now, I told you about that, is where I'm going to put the metal piece in there so that it makes the form that I want. But yeah, that was my doing.
They'll definitely work.
So what else have you created, Robin?
I did my hand towels, the slime
The bait
lake
rags?
wrappers, the bait rags. Thank you. I did make me a ton of those for like $2.25 each.
Yeah, I can't beat that.
And it's double-sided, different colors. It's thick, it's absorbable, and it has a carabiner on it.
Oh, cool.
So
Yeah, Dominic says after last year's CatCon, they gave all these other weights away and went to tidal weights.
I love my tidal weights. I called Brad and I said, Brad, this is the assortment I need. Just fill me a box of what you think I'm going to need besides that. And since you're coming to CatCon, can you deliver it? And he did.
Oh,
Yep.
I love the box that Brad sent me. There's no rips, no holes, nothing in it. Except for 5 minutes after I had it, there was a rip in the seam of the box.
Yeah. The boxes that go out get taped pretty dang good. I always tell people, make sure you have a sharp knife, because that fiberglass reinforced tape is not very forgiving if you're trying to open it up by hand. That stuff sticks pretty bad.
That rip did not happen from mail carrier or anything. It came in good that way.
Jeff, I'll send you a couple. You don't have to buy them. I'll just send you a couple. You've done a lot. You've helped me a lot, as is Brad. Both of you have commented, call me if you need help with the motor. We did get the carburetor clean. My husband now thinks that it's the starter because he can get it to pull start and it'll stay started. But it's not staying started when he does it by the ignition.
Then it has to be the carburetor then.
No, because he can start it when he pulls it.
Yeah, but does it stay running?
Yeah.
The starter could be dragging and not turning it over as fast as it needs to. They do that. They're bad for that.
Don R., another channel member. Johnny Small Pepper, which is another channel member.
Dale Hayslip looks like he's in the house. Someone said, hell, yep.
Dale.
Hi, Dale.
Hello, Dale.
Hi, Uncle Don.
On chat, but it's been rolling around you a little quick.
Moving.
Butterflies and sunshine, you're so sweet. She says, Robin, you are my superhero. You are hands-on with everything. Amazing. That was a nice compliment. Thank you, Butterflies.
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
one thing about it. We have a lot of great community members, and people that come in and support the shows. Everybody's shows. I mean, we can go in. I can go into one show and it'll end, and we'll go into another one, and I'll see about everybody or more people than what I did on the one before. So it's always good seeing everybody trying to support everybody else, and everybody, they got issues, they try to help them out, which is great.
there are a few more people that came in. Keith Doc Reed is in the house, and Buck Williams reminds me, boat is break out another 1,000, Robin C.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Robin's learning that lesson really quick on their first time of getting their book back.
Once you get everything squared away though, and everything in working order and maintenance, you'll be happy with it.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm already happy with it. I was so happy just sitting on the dock in my boat. It's my boat, my boat. And it just made me so happy. Now when I get to fish out of it, I'm going to be like giddy like a schoolgirl, on her first date.
As long as you have it done by the end of April, early May, you'll be fine. You'll be extra happy about that.
I'll be in at March 18th. I'm in the bass tournament of Sharina's. So I'll be on it March 18th. It'll be an inland lake. It won't be any of the rivers or anything.
That's a good place to start.
Go back and find it.
Brad, Steve wants to know, Steve Ransom, do you keep any stock, or do you pour as orders come in?
Well, normally when we don't have a ton of orders, usually I have stock. But right now, the way things been going, I get some stock made up, and most of it's gone by the time I get my next order. Just because people, I mean, when you get 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 orders a day, you go through a lot of lead. So a lot of times when I'm making orders up, I'm prepping stuff for stock too as I'm doing it, because sometimes it'll only be part of a mold or something. So I'll use the whole mold. Gotcha. And then use the whole mold and the other if they split that way. That way I can build stock as I'm building orders. But when you get enough orders, then it's for me, it's pretty hard to keep stock in. Other people that sell lead, they're priced a little higher, so they don't move as much.
Brian B says, I never used tidal weights before. I think I'm going to give them a try. Sure, Brad.
Oh, Brian.
Big wrench wants to know, how do you get all the lead?
I get it all over the place. Anybody that'll sell it to me. Check your scrap yards, recycling centers. Some of them will and some of them won't.
Yeah, I had some subscribers send me this little black bag.
I guarantee you, I bet you I know what's in
names,
it.
But
I bet you it's a light.
Huh?
I bet you it's a light.
It's a light. It's a bright one. It's not it's not like it's a cheaper version of the Compax light, but it's worth just as good.
I can tell you can run it over with the truck and it'll still work, because I have that same one. We did it.
But
oh wow, that's good to know, because it's on my boat still. It's in the case, but it's still on the boat.
We were organizing stuff, and I set it down on the tire, and I forgot to grab it, and then we rolled forward. We heard a crunch, and we went out and picked it up, and then hooked it back up, and it still worked. I'm like, well, must be pretty. It's pretty durable, because we run it over and it worked. It's good.
Wow. Christy Brown is in the house. Uptown Christy Brown. Thank you for coming in.
Welcome in, Chrissy.
How's Ernie doing, Christy? But I wasn't expecting it. It showed up at the door.
They're actually really nice lights.
Joe Ziegler has a question. Brad, do you use tire weights? Yes or no?
No, I don't. Eric and them get them for me, and I clean them, and I'll make them sinkers out of it and stuff. But there's so much waste in wheel weights, and it leaves such a mess, and not only in my furnace but in my pots, that I don't like to use it if I can help it.
How much waste do you get off of a tire weight?
Just depends on the bucket. You can.
I'm saying out of a bucket, would you get 10-20% waste?
More than that.
More.
It's like probably 50-60%. So in a 5-gallon bucket, I think it's like roughly it's a little over 100 pounds. So out of 100 pounds of what you would consider lead, you're probably going to get 30, 40, maybe. Some of it's going to be zinc. So, and zinc does not go good in pots. It makes a mess. It's basically like slut. Think of it like oil that's been in a motor for a long time, and you pour it out and it's got that sludge in it. That's basically what it does to a pot.
Right. Steve Ransom wants to know: Do you want to give shipping rates on 14 pounds, or would you rather have them contact you?
I do generally. I tell everybody when I talk to them 15 pounds, depending on what they order, because anything from 15 pounds down is one price. And then 15, well, basically 16 to almost 70 pounds, because the 70 pounds is the cutoff on that, what you can put inside a medium flat rate.
Dale Hayslip said, I got my weights off of Brad for the last 3 years.
Yep, he has too.
Yeah, I got weights from Brad Cardell.
Yep, there's a lot of people that do.
I just don't set my weights down on steel toes boots anymore.
Brian B says it's $8.45 for up to 15 pounds. Then he says 16 to 70 is $16 or $8.45, $8.45 for up to 15.
Yeah,
that's 16 to 70 is 16.
Yeah, I think it actually just went up here recently. It's like it's almost $10 for a small box, and it's like $17.10 for a medium at this point, because they did raise the price on
it. Then Brian B goes, "Oh wait, I've never ordered from them."
He's had a few drop off orders at Cat. They did a CatCon order last year, a pretty good size one.
Hey,
welcome in, size matter catfishing.
Yeah, Avid's got his box.
Is that a nugget? You notice I'm holding that with 2 hands, right?
It's heavy. I couldn't hold mine with one hand.
Oh, I can?
I couldn't.
When I first picked it up, when I first got it, an accident happened, so no.
So you dropped it on the floor, did you?
I didn't drop it on the floor.
Did you drop it on your foot? Your steel toe boot?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But me and Brad ain't going to discuss that one.
Lance says, good evening, everyone.
Avid, I didn't say a word.
I'll put it this way. I don't have steel toes no more.
Big Wrench would like to know if you charge by weights.
Yeah, it's by the pound.
Oh, do you charge by ounce? He said, but it's by the pound.
By the pound.
Thank you Annette, for sharing that link out. Thank you, Big Wrench.
Cody from 3+1 says, howdy, howdy, howdy.
Welcome in, Cody. If you price it out, it's like 17 cents an ounce or something. It's not really. Some people like, I know on CatCon last year, someone was like, oh, it's 36 cents an ounce or something. But when you did the math on it, it was over $4 a pound.
Oh, wow.
Don R says, I get them and give them to the kids, grandkids, and great grandkids every year when I have my spring giveaway for them.
That's nice, because that gets the younger generation out fishing. Very good.
Yes, it does.
Hey, Jeff Beal. So now, since CatCon is over, how far back behind are you in with weights?
It's usually a couple day wait. Generally it's 1 to 2 days, and then they'll be in the mail.
But when it comes to CatCon, if you want to get your weights before you get to CatCon, you want to get at least your order in before all the mad rush comes in before a big gathering.
Yes. Right? CatCon time was crazy.
Oh my gosh. Poor Freddie. He looked so exhausted the weekend before he was fishing. No, he was
watching-
doing stuff in his office while he was on a fishing show. And I came up to read chat and say hi to him. And you could just tell that poor guy was like, I need sleep. But he just got
a
pummeling
lot of
it.
work goes into that.
Mhm.
Wow.
I was really lucky. I got my order in before everybody else dumped their orders on Brad.
Yep.
I don't know how lucky I got, because I mean, I tell you what, that was
You had some pretty good timing on it.
yeah, but that should last me maybe. I don't know how long that box will last me,
It'll last you a while.
unless I hit the Mississippi up there by the dam where all the rocks are.
Yeah, and then you'll be ordering the week after.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Well, one thing about dams, they are not forgiving on
No,
lead
no,
sinkers.
it's not.
Not too much of anything, because you expect to get hung up.
Because down there, I do a lot of high-low rigs with a sinker on the bottom, just to
Mm-hmm.
catch the catch on the hook, so the sinker breaks and I don't lose the cat.
Yeah.
Lance gave an update on Audra to Miss Chrissy. He said she's doing well from the looks of it. I'm playing nurse now. Does he wear the hat too? That's what I want to know.
Everybody, let's keep Paulette in our thoughts and prayers too, because she's been going through shoulder surgery.
Oh,
She's at home in recovery right now, and Don is doing the cooking.
Don R says, where are my free ones?
Free ones, free what?
I don't know. What are you looking for free?
Don, what you lost us?
Misplaced Fishing says, I will be taking the grandkids fishing for the first time end of May when they are here. That is awesome. Video that and put it out on your channel.
Yeah, that'd be
Everybody
great.
loves seeing kids fish.
Misplaced, we're gonna have to get you up here on the panel one night.
And she was up on Ernie and Chrissy's panel just a few days ago for a little bit.
Oh, he
What?
says weights.
Oh,
His
okay.
free weights.
Don's will be coming here shortly.
Lance says, yeah, the whole nurse's outfit.
Hey, Lance, if you do that, make sure you send me a picture of it so I have it.
And then he says, not.
I don't want
Oh,
to see
come
a guy.
on.
Hey, I've already got my brain scarred from one YouTuber doing a live stream in tights on the Kentucky River. That was bad enough. No, I don't want to see a guy in a nurse's dress or stockings or any of that.
Well, what if he's just in scrubs? Is that okay?
No.
No.
Seeing a guy in women's tights fishing on a Kentucky River during the day and everything hanging out in that outfit. No.
Oh, boy. Miss Play said, send her a link. She'll come on up now. Hi, Riri.
Hey,
Bonnie
Riri.
Ed Evans, he wants to give Robin or hashtag Robin's pontoon. No, it's my pontoon and I'm proud of it. And I will have it running and out on the water by the weekend.
That was not cool.
Welcome in,
What was
Shreen.
that cool?
Seeing the guy fishing in
Oh,
that outfit.
I've been river rafting and I've seen nudists going down the river and I had my small kids and they said, look at his butt crack. And I said, yeah, let's just not look that way. What do you say? You're out on a river floating.
Hey, this was live on YouTube.
Oh, geez. Well, this was in real life. That was enough. My kids
Yeah.
were like 6 and 8, where fart is funny.
The worst
know.
part is watching him on live channel trying to explain the fishing game while he had those kind of tights on, so tight where you could see everything. That was bad.
It
There are
sounds
some things
interesting.
you just can't unsee.
That's one thing that got scarred in your brain yet you cannot see.
Right.
There you go, Denise. And every once in a while that gets stuck in my head. I'm like, why did he do this? But I think it was more for subscribers.
So, Brad, with you so busy making everything, do you get a chance to go out and fish still?
Yeah, we do. Well, right now it's pretty cold, but when we had that little warm snap, I went out a couple days just to kind of get away from some stuff and then fish for a little bit and then come back at it, take
That
a little break.
reminds me. There's a 1v1 still facing Brad and Don R over last year's Channel Cat tournament.
Yeah,
That
we can
needs,
do it whenever he wants.
yeah, that's right. Because Brad won in the spring and Don beat Turtle Lady in the fall. So those two have a 1v1 for the title.
Oh, and Don R can't fish until the end of May. That's what he told me. Because I have a 1v1 against Don R on his birthday, June 24th.
That'll be pretty fun. I like watching other people fish.
Yeah. And last time I seen you fishing, you were with your partner.
Yeah,
I think it was John or Jeff or something like that.
Jason.
Jason. That's right.
Yeah, me and Jason spent a lot of time fishing.
Well, when I come pick you up and say, let's go, bring him along.
Oh, he's always down for fishing. Welcome in.
Hey, Denise, welcome up.
Hey, hey.
How you doing?
How you doing, Denise?
It's been a good day. I got
That's good to hear.
That's good. So, what were you guys' thoughts of CatCon?
Hold on. Oops.
It was good. For me, I like looking at the new products and stuff that people are offering and people that are carrying. And I go through line and hooks and kind of compare stuff out. That way I can actually get my hands on it and see it, because I buy a lot of new stuff. And
We do have Uncle Lou in the house. He says, who is that character below Robin C?
welcome in, Uncle Lou.
Hi, Uncle Lou.
That's another one I'd like to get up here is Uncle Lou.
I think you should.
I've been trying, but I can never get in contact with him.
Lance says Brad's sinkers and dragging weights are great. So you've got the community behind you, Brad. Oh, Uncle Lou, you got to show them off.
Oh.
Better turn it the other way.
Man, my Uncle Lou rides out in my truck.
I have mine right next to my door. I have a special sticker on one of my Uncle Lou oranges.
I don't get no sticker from Uncle Lou.
It wasn't from Uncle Lou. It was from J-Dog. He wrote it out himself. It says, J-Dog's #1 fan.
I like my Uncle Lou rods.
Me too. I love them. Think is in the house. Says Avid, Robin, Misplaced Fishing, and Brad.
Welcome in.
So I designed that. That's hand.
Hold on. Let's get that full screen.
That's Hendon for this channel. And then I did this one, which I haven't cut out yet, for my other channel.
There you go.
That's cool.
Very nice.
So I've been a little busy today. I've got an intro video that I'll be posting probably tomorrow.
Good for you.
For the fishing channel.
Yeah, I have to redo my intro because I deleted the old one because it wasn't very good.
Guerrero's in the house.
Welcome in, Guerrero.
Dominic says, Brad, you almost didn't get 2 of those. What does
No,
that mean?
Uncle Lou, I think I messaged you once about being a guest on here. I don't think I ever got a reply from it. I might have sent it to the wrong person.
I got a couple Uncle Lou rods from Art and the One Tonners. So, and everybody was trying to get them before I got to them.
Well, when these Uncle Lou rods are still out and new, I won mine off Chad's bait shop, and Dee says I stole her prize.
I'd spend twice as much money on the Uncle Lou rods as any other rod that I've used so far. So they're nice rods.
But I tell you what, I've seen that Uncle Lou rod bend.
Oh yeah, they will. They'll bend, but it's not that they're bending. It's about how they bend when you're catching stuff, and when they're light enough on that tip to be able to see flathead and hail a bait when they're not really getting after it. You just see a little twitch, and you can see that tip as good as you can see the line. Because sometimes, like in our area, how you have to set up on them, you'll see the line move before you ever will the pull. But on Uncle Lou's, you'll see that twitch in that bait where that bait gets scared, and you can watch that tip move, and you'll know that fish has that bait as soon as it has it.
Well,
There's no guessing.
This rod didn't slightly bend. It went from here down to there. It stayed there. It stayed there.
Yeah, I remember when J-Dog got his big old hog, and I was reading his chat, and I saw that Uncle Lou rod, and I'm like, oh, that is big. That is big.
You know, and it's nice because they're really light at the tip, but when you start getting back into that rod, you can catch whatever you want on that rod, and I'm sure it's going to handle it. I can guarantee it.
I thought that rod was going to break when it bent down that far. Maybe it bent that far away from the reel or the handle.
Yeah.
I thought that rod was going to break, and it didn't.
No, they're strong.
It brought in a good 35-pound blue.
Dominic says that he was trying to steal them, Brad, but he remembered that he didn't steal. Cold Creek Catfishing says, I have an Uncle Lou blue and wanting an orange and a purple now. He goes, I love them.
I want to give me another orange.
I want a purple.
I'm a big fan of that orange. I've always liked that orange.
Yeah, that orange shines really good overnight.
Yeah.
Somehow I knew you wanted the purple.
You know, the glow in the tip, the glow and the dark tips on those rods are phenomenal. Because I've had a whole bunch of other ones that claim they've had a glow in the dark tip, and about the first 10 minutes of it being in the dark, it's done. Those things, just a little bit of light, charge them up, and they're good for a while.
Hello, Catfish and Crappie. Welcome in.
Hi, Mark. Dominic says, I've been told all about the backbone, but finally got to hold one.
Good thing is about those Uncle Lou rods are a one-piece rod, so you cannot do a Happy Gilmore cast.
You don't have to go chase the tip out in the water.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking about by the Happy Gilmore cast, right?
Have you ever did that? Cast it out, the sinker goes out, and so does the other half the pole.
Yep.
I know someone in chat.
I've seen
the catfishing community that went up to Maryland, where Has Life and them was at, and he borrowed Chunky's catfish rods. He stood on the shore and he cast, and the weight, the line, the whole rod tip went bye-bye.
Was that Brian B?
I know it was.
I've been saying he Happy Gilmore the rod.
Weren't they having a casting competition until that?
Yes.
Yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about. I'm not going to mention any names.
I'm not mentioning no names, but hey, it was a monumental vision on YouTube.
It was pretty cool to watch.
I don't know if we said hello to Guerrero, so I'm going to say his name again. Hello, Guerrero.
Hello,
And then
Guerrero.
205 Wild Action came in, and that fishing channel came in.
Brian B says, "Nope, it wasn't me. I was willing to get in the water to find it."
Hi,
Brian
Tony
B knows
Harrison.
exactly what we're talking about.
I figured he would be there at least.
Oh, he was there in the background. It was him, Brian B, and two other people there.
You know, that's. I think some of the DC anglers are pretty fun to watch, and not just really just for the fishing. Sometimes the audience that they have around them is pretty interesting to watch them interact with somebody else that's doing something they've never done.
Hello, Fishing Channel.
Tony did very well in today's stand day. He caught a bunch of fish. It was nice to see that.
That's
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
So welcome in, Tony.
I got a quick question for you. Denise?
Who?
Yes.
Are you going to do more cooking on your video, or is that going to be on your Misplaced Country Girls channel?
As far as seafood, I would probably do some seafood cooking. I do plan on looking into other ways of preserving fish, and that will be on there also.
Nice.
So you're going to be doing more briskets and more ribs and stuff like that as well?
On the other channel.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I know. I seen you did your brisket flat.
Thank you,
Oh, that
Big
was
Wrench.
so good too, by the way.
Oh yeah. I'm going to be I'm going to be redoing one of my brisket trimming videos again.
That'll be good.
Because the last one I did it, but I noticed where I messed up a couple areas in trimming the full size brisket. But I'm going to go back and redo it and re-show how to properly trim a brisket.
I need that video.
Brad, you got a hook set from QC Veteran.
Oh,
which
thank
is
you.
QC Brian.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it.
What was that, Denise?
I need that. I struggled with how to trim it.
Well, one thing about trimming, don't need a butcher knife. You need a good flimsy knife like a fillet knife.
Yes,
That's what I used.
I always use a fillet knife to do it.
I use a fillet
lot
knife
easier.
every time when it comes to trimming up a brisket because you have the flexibility to do it, and you can get thin enough, right amount of fat off of it that you want, and not worrying about cutting into the meat.
Why don't you just leave the fat on until it's done and then you cut it off per the person's request?
Because some of that meat is deco fat, which will not break down. Deco fat's not good. So
yeah,
and a lot of that fat is if you keep it too thick,
bitter.
It won't cook down, and you won't get any juices and flavor into the meat.
Gotcha. Thank you for that.
I've also noticed
answer.
from when before I knew to trim that off, that when it cooked down into the meat, it did give some flavor, but it made it bitter.
Yeah, that's a deco fat that makes it better.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to know which is deco fat and which is too thick of meat on the fat side that you have to trim down to where it'll break down. Because if you leave all that fat on there, won't break down and cook off the right way. And a deco fat's gonna make that meat a lot fatter and a lot more unhealthy or unedible, as I should say.
Welcome in, Catfish and Crappie.
Hey, Mark.
205, welcome in.
Popped in.
Martin's in here?
Yeah, Martin from UK.
Welcome,
I
Martin.
didn't see Martin.
He was in here.
He should be asleep.
Yeah, I think he's asleep.
Martin,
I was going to say, he told me good night.
What's up, Fresno?
Martin, he sleeps like a ghost. You never know when you're going to see him pop in.
He's probably got it live streaming while he's sleeping, so he can still hear it.
So
I
Denise,
wouldn't doubt it. Or someone fishing. I can't wait to see his Wells catfishing. You know,
I know I've watched a lot of people reel them in, and it is fun to watch them do it.
oh, so
Hi.
big.
welcome in.
I do know
205.
he's working on a few videos from CatCon. That's all I can say.
So
Martin's a
what
good
was it
dude.
like meeting Martin
Yeah,
at
he
the
is.
airport to bring him in,
Adorable.
Denise?
Say what?
What was it like meeting Martin for the first time at the airport?
You're talking, it was like almost 11 o'clock at night. I was like, hurry up, get in the car, and let's get you to the hotel. Of course, he puts it in his GPS without
Change
switching
it.
it to the US. So he is giving me the directions to the hotel in reverse. So we got lost for almost an hour before we actually made it to the hotel.
Welcome
That's
in, Monty.
too funny. Hey, Thomas. Hi, Monty.
So I take it after that you put in your own GPS.
No. He did finally figure out that he hadn't set it to the US and was giving me the directions backwards, and he got it finally to set to the US and gave me the
Okay.
proper directions when we got there.
As long as you're driving on the right side of the road, you're okay.
Well, see, now the joke between me and Martin is I drive on the wrong side of the road, but he gives me directions in reverse.
I have to say that the car ride over to J Dog's was very interesting. First of all, we were going to go to a restaurant. Then that restaurant was too busy. So we thought, okay, well, everybody will just stop on their way home. And then I get a phone call and they're like, hey, where are you? And I said, I'm not sure. And they're like, well, have you got onto this road yet? I'm hearing a lot of feedback.
There's an echo somewhere.
Be right back.
Who has an echo?
Misplaced it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're getting feedback there, Denise.
You have two devices open.
Yeah. Turned
Yeah,
up.
your YouTube might be playing in the background, or your phone is too close.
Well, maybe my phone's too close, but it's just charging.
It's not doing it now.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it now, but it was.
I don't know. All right, I gotta take it. I'm gonna stop, get off cam for a minute. I gotta take my evening pills.
No problem.
Thanks for coming up.
Ready? So then they said, have you gotten onto, I think it was 14. And I said, or it was exit 14. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. And then I see it on my GPS that it's coming up. And I'm like, I'll get him there. So I get him there. And, you know, Van and Sandy and J-Dog and Tara and Mason are all there. And we go in. And my husband's really quiet. He's kind of a soft-spoken guy. Well, I had a margarita, a small one, because that's all I can handle. They had, well, Sandy had a fishbowl. Tara had the same thing I did, but then they wanted a shot of tequila. And they, you know, asked over, hey, Robin, you want a shot of tequila? My husband pipes up and says, no, she doesn't.
I would have.
And Martin's funny. He gets out at J-Dog's house and he tells J-Dog and Tara, she's, well, how did he put it? 2 sheets to the wind or something? I don't know. I told him, I said, wow. I was halfway done with my drink and I said, this hit me hard. I don't drink normally. So me stopping at the half a tequila sunrise or whatever it was I drank, margarita it was. And then I finished it before we left the restaurant and I was like, oh boy, that's my only one-time drinking of the year. Because I was hungover the next morning.
Well, restaurants, they like to make those margaritas very strong.
Yeah. And we closed that place down. They were waiting for us to leave.
Welcome in, Thumpaholic
One
Fishing.
tip I'll give you about alcohol, that kind of alcohol, before you drink, eat a lot of fatty foods.
Well, I didn't know I was going to drink, and I really hadn't eaten that day.
I know, but I'm saying if you eat a lot of fatty foods before then, you won't get drunk, you won't have a hangover, and you won't have headaches.
Nice. Coastal Waters in the house.
And
How
we-
duty.
We stopped at Popeyes on the way back from CatCon and spent an hour in there waiting for our food. And they're like, "Hey, we're closing." I'm like, "Hey, it'd be nice to get that order." They're like, "Oh, what'd you have?" And then we finally got our stuff, and then we sit in there and finished eating it so we could go back home. It was interesting.
I don't go into buffets anymore that's out of town or out of state.
You just order your food and then they're bring it out to you. But somehow they missed our order, so we sit there for a little bit.
Wow.
They got us taken care of though.
Butterfly says, 2 sheets to the wind is an old saying, but don't know how you survey those drinks, maybe survive those drinks. Wow. Yeah, I didn't survive the one.
Tequila is good straight, but they're not good in a margarita because they don't mix well in all that sweet stuff.
I'm a tequila girl.
You're what?
I'm a tequila girl.
Tequila girl.
I'm not gonna make a comment about tequila, but I'm keeping it
No,
clean.
it does
PG.
not make things fall off.
I didn't say that.
I'm just putting
That's
it
what
out.
I've heard, but
No. Over there.
PG.
I have a little bar.
Yeah, Brian B., I agree. No more. Oh, and for those who don't know, in Cherie's 1K giveaway where she gave away the reel, the winner was River Rat 3030. Guys, I have to apologize. I'm on medication twice a day that I normally don't take. And I am really flubbing my words tonight.
So the Ohio River won the reel.
As long as it's making you feel good.
Yeah.
It is dulling the pain a bit, but I'm still non-weight bearing, and that stinks.
That's a plus.
That stinks. So we'll see on Monday what is to transpire.
Robin is going to kick me in the butt later on after this show.
Oh, I'm sure. Probably going to use both feet on that one.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to get Dalton to take you down.
Oh, I got Dalton's weakness.
Yeah, you do. Please don't. Please don't.
I keep Dalton's weakness right on my laptop.
I thought he was going to take the phone earlier when Avid did it.
So with you, Brad, at CatCon, what was your favorite thing about it?
I always like interacting with everybody because, I mean, you never get enough time with everybody while you're down there, but it is nice to, get some one-on-one time with people, and it's never enough, but it's just nice to get that time to actually, you aren't sitting there just chatting with them. You actually talk to them face to face and spend some time with them.
Yeah, that's what my favorite was. Now, I had a list of things I wanted, so I ran and grabbed those. And then I stayed pretty much in the YouTube area until Saturday because I wanted to see everybody. No, Dominic, I'm not having another margarita. And Uncle Lou, it's not a blood clot again. There is something mechanical going on with my knee replacement, and I'm getting a second opinion on it. So I might need another knee replacement.
Mike says, Brad, I'm sorry I missed you at CatCon.
I missed a bunch of people, and it sucked. It kind of sucks because there's on Saturday, there were so many people in there. like it was hard to kind of even move around to get. I didn't even get to see everything I wanted to see either, but I got to see some of the stuff, which was good.
So did,
Well, I ran up to Chris Flores finally, and he was right across from Freddie's booth. I ran up to him, and little did I know that his wife and I were talking about Dalton the day before, but I never saw Chris, and I didn't know who his wife was.
Unmute me.
I did.
You're not muted.
I just remembered my speakers to my other computer were at least on. Is
okay,
it better?
Gotcha.
that's what happened. Now, did you ladies get to meet Catfish and Crappie Mark?
I did.
I met Mark at the Ohio meet and greet, and it was awesome meeting him there. I didn't get to see him at CatCon, but Mark's a good dude. I always enjoy talking to him.
I met him my first year meet and greet down at Kaskaskia Lock and Dam at the campgrounds. Me, him, and a couple other people met there, and we fished together.
What dam?
We had fun.
What
I'll
was
bet
the
so.
name of the dam?
And the second meet and greet, Jason Lamb was there at the same river, and within an hour, he caught 150 pounds of cat.
Wow.
Slaying him.
Oh, yeah, these blues were, the smallest blue, I think, was 45 pounds.
Mark, you're far from being a jerk.
Mark's
He says, I'm
awesome.
a jerk. Don't let him fool you.
Mark, you were no jerk. Trust me on that one. I'll bust that bubble real quick.
Mark's like going in to Build-A-Bear and getting the perfect stuffed animal every time.
Oh, Mark is the kindest, most helpful, most informative man that you could ever meet.
Yeah, he is.
If you have any questions about CatCon or technologies or live streaming or anything, he'll be right there to help you with it.
Yes, he will. He if you got a question, he'll make sure to answer it the best that he can. If not, he'll figure it out for you. I promise
Oh
you
yeah.
that.
If he can't answer it, he'll point you in the right direction where someone can help you.
Alan Dittmeyer, Misplaced, you're getting a lot of feedback again.
Did
Hold on.
But
what
Alan Dittmeyer was on Riri's show tonight, and they talked about the tournament that they have for funding the veterans, where anybody is allowed to fish. It's at one particular place. We're going to have an update on that tournament on April 2nd. I believe they're coming in.
Pamela, did you see what Jody said about Mark?
Oh my God.
Mark's head ain't gonna fit on screen anymore. No,
you know? If anybody gets a chance and they want to look at some new products, go over to Guard Dog and check out their product that they got. We just put an order in for some, and I think they're going to be a great product. They're going to actually help out a lot of people. I know, when I take the family out fishing, sometimes even if we fish from the bank, I'm usually distracted with them trying to answer their questions or trying to help them with their pools. And I think those Guard Dogs are going to be pretty dang nice to have set up on those pools when I'm not watching them. So they set those hooks while I'm preoccupied.
Mark, thank you for the super chat. And I'm only speaking the truth, Mark, and you know that.
Mark
He
is
is a nice man.
He is. I just want to go fishing with him again, just me and him, instead of everybody at the second meet and greet, because me and him never really got to sit and fish and talk without everybody else trying to pull me different directions.
Jody says Mark is very helpful and a great friend.
Oh yeah. No, I will say this: Jody's would be a spitting image of Mark, but in the female sense. because she's there to help you any way she can. If she can, if she can't, she'll find someone that can help you. So she's a sweetheart.
Dominic says, I didn't know that it was so much for veterans. It was amazing. So I had to sign out of Riri's, so I'm going to go back and watch it. I have it for a watch later. And then Dale Hayslip
No problem, Bonnie.
says, got a new anvil rod today, and they are awesome with the black light. Can someone put Monty's link in, please?
The one thing about it, I always like to try new products that come out, and some people do, some people don't, but I always like to try new products out to see how they do. And I've watched Monty's original product for a long time, and then when he came out with the Pro Edition, they're a pretty nice product for the money. I mean,
they really are. I'm scheduling myself to get two, but the boat, kind of threw me for a loop. So it'll wait, but I'll get it. Thank you, Brian B.
They'll definitely be a good addition to some a tackle box sitting there ready in case you need them. I'm going to try to use them a few different ways to see how versatile they are, because I know they're going to be pretty handy.
Mark, I hope you like them pin squall reels, because those pin reels are really good. And thank you, Brian B, for sharing out Monty Sheet's link.
Thanks, Brian.
Jody said, I think instead of a sweetheart, it's more of a blessing. She has a thing with her and James that she's a blessing.
Yeah.
Not an angel, a blessing.
I consider her a sweetheart and a blessing, because we've been through a lot together as a co-host and helping her up on panel and getting her fears over and watching her bloom and take off with her channel.
One thing about it, if you make a bet with her, you better be prepared to own up to it, because you got a good possibility of having to cash out on a bet.
I lost $1 bet to her.
I had a blue mohawk.
Some people have lost more than that, Abbott.
Hey, Jody
I lost two sides of my hair.
Jody knows I will not do any crazy bets, but I will do I'd do a cash bet with her.
The reason why Avid mentioned the pin squall reels is because if you're driving and listening, so you know what's going on, Mark put in the comments a subject change. So anyways, I just put some Penn Squall 15 reels on two Uncle Lou rods. Looks great.
I love the pin squalls. I like the pin ravels. I like my 2-pin spinning rolls. And I love it. And now Pontoon Jody has a $1 bill with my signature on it saying, I was beat by Jody.
Jody ain't collecting stickers anymore. She's collecting bills to hang up on the wall with people's names on them. She's won them from.
Uh-huh.
Monty says, thank you for the share, Brian, and thank you for the mention. It wasn't necessarily my mention. I just asked them to put the link in, but Brad brought you up. And yes, the guard dogs look really, really cool. I just haven't got them yet. Because I'm going to use them when I'm sleeping.
They'll be good. They'll be good for all around. I think they're going to be one of the most versatile things you can put in your tackle box.
Brian B wants to know when Mark is going out again. Uncle Lou says, I myself now have 2 anvil and 4 TFRs rods to add to the other bazillion rods of about every manufacturer.
Those anvil rods didn't feel too bad when I was looking at them at CatCon, but I like my Uncle Lou, so I didn't buy any.
Yeah, I have my Uncle Lou's. I bought one rod, and it was from a guy that I talked to for a long time one day, and I just wanted to have his rod.
But
But Mark says, Brian, I'm waiting on a new battery from Amp UGH. I had to move everything around in my boat to fit the new electronics. It was way bigger job than I thought.
Oh yeah.
Lance loves his pen rival 15W.
Mark, I hope you get warmer weather so you can get out there on the crappies instead of more snow.
Helen Dittmeyer says, 10 fathoms are a beast.
Yep. That's another bait caster that's a beast. Pin fathoms, pin squalls, pin rivals. Now, if you like pin spinning reels, the Pin Fierce 8000, the Pin Fierce 6000, the most freshwater and saltwater reels, and they'll
Stay
handle a lot.
stay away from the warfares.
Pin warfares, they're more, I'd consider them more of a striper fishing reel.
Yeah,
That's not
they'd be
really-
good
What
for
sounded bad?
they'd be good for trolling.
Yeah.
What sounded bad? Don R said I sounded bad.
No, I think there's that speaker over on Denise's.
Yeah, I
What's going on,
unmuted her,
Matt?
but then remuted her. I think maybe she should pop out and pop back in after she turns off the speakers on her other computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jody, you could do get a lot of the warfares.
But I got to buy me 2 more Akuma rods. And the next payday after this, I'm buying me a new pin reel. A new Pin 8000 saltwater freshwater reel with a bait flicker on it.
Potomac.
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 Hey, welcome
River
in, Lance.
Monsters.
Sorry, I
Came
just seen
in.
you pop in.
Smoke, forgive her. She's a little loony tonight.
Ah, I think you should take over reading chat and I should just put my knee up and just call it a night.
You're good. I'm just giving you a little grief.
Oh, Mark is going to, he says, I will bank fish this week though, but we do have 3 inches of snow on the ground. Blah.
It don't sound like any fun.
March 18th, it's looking like I'll be fishing in a snowstorm, but on an inland lake. Uncle Lou says, Brian B., hang on, youngin'. Gonna be for a wild ride, tying up leaders right now. Woo-hoo. Because Brian B. thought that Uncle Lou got onto the sideline like Brian B. has.
I already got my crappie rod respooled. I got my bait rod respooled. Now I just got to condition my catfish reels and organize my weight box, which I hope I don't have an accident with.
That'd be bad.
Huh?
That'd be bad.
Yeah, because there's no steel around anymore.
Welcome in, Smoke.
Hey, Smoke, how you doing?
Freddie says, really, Robin? Only one rod? No reel? My friend wouldn't give me a reel for the rod. He says it's his display. Ooh, woo. Like I'm not good enough for his display reel.
Brad, I will send you a picture of my weight box that I have in a truck.
Yeah,
Hey, Matt.
we usually keep about 50 pounds on the boat.
I got about
I like to have a mix.
I think I have almost 70 pounds in that box alone.
We usually keep a variety of different styles and sizes. That way, we're not fishing like main current. We got something a lot lighter, especially when we start throwing it around for them flatheads on that structure and stuff. I'll lighten stuff up.
We have one to be outdoors, a Littlefoot in the house. How you doing, Matt? But I want to go back to something for a minute. You described one spook rig to be for people who like to cast a country mile. I was kind of like insinuating I like to cast across the river.
In some places, you could.
Brad,
What was that?
I says, you said you made this 1/7-inch spook rig because people like to cast a country mile.
No, I got some longer dragging weights that I'm making to drag a little further off the back of the boat. Try them out.
Brian B says he will be live Friday with a few special guests out fishing for my birthday.
That's awesome. Happy
Yeah.
early birthday, Brian B.
I
Because
don't
when
know
you
if you'll
said
be able to
when
be
you
able
came
to
up,
see it. This is generally my rig. This is a small 6/0 hook, but I run it down to. Don't mind the phrase; these are quick. I didn't even cut the tags off. I might have let them go.
no problem.
I run a dragging weight off, and usually that main line's double the length of the dragging weight. Dragging weight normally is how I do it.
Want to be outdoors, says Brad. When you, I'd like to get some of those when you're done.
I'll have them here pretty soon.
Because I thought you seen me cast it from the bank with my big 12-foot rods how far I launch everything. I've given you grief over that.
No,
I just picked it up.
there's a bunch of people. I'll use a 7/6 from the bank in the boat, and it don't. You can cast pretty far with a 7/6 if you use the rod.
See, I use my 12-foot heavies with a 30 and 40-pound braid,
Mm-hmm.
and bye-bye. That braid just lets it fly. It don't.
Oh, it does.
Pilots or anything. It just sails.
Chat has turned into comedians. Uncle Lou says, Brian, fishing in a Bass Pro tank don't count.
What if I put my crappie rod in my live well and pull out some bluegills?
That's not fishing. That's grabbing them with a hook.
Hey, I got
Catfishing Crappie wants to know, is he going to wear his pink shorts?
Huh?
Yes. That's what Catfishing Crappie wants to know, if Brian B, when he's live on Friday, if he's going to wear his pink shorts.
Oh, God.
Smoke wants to know, can you count skunks as special guests?
Depends on how many you collect. Anything's possible.
And Missy says hello to you, Brad. I'm not sure why she didn't come in and say hello, but
I didn't see it, but I've been switching back and forth between chat and the actual camera.
Yeah, Chrissy Brown says, Missy says hello, Brad.
Hi, Missy. Welcome in.
Freddie says, you can also sling a 5-foot rod as far if you know how to. Just saying.
Yep, you definitely can.
I love my 12-foots and I love my heavy action rods, but I know you can do it with a shorter, but I like mine because of the heavy current that when I hook into a fish, I can pull that cat out of the current.
We have Chucky who has come in, and Art from the One Ton Fishing Club.
Uncle Lou's cracking me up.
Well, I know if certain mods get out of hand, Mark can handle them now. He's an upgraded brunch.
Oh, boy.
In, Art.
That means that he could kick me out of the show. You know that, right?
No.
River at 3030, welcome in.
He has a modified wrench. He can't kick you out, but you can kick him out.
Oh, I don't need to do that. Brian B says, Uncle Lou says to Brian B, I'll make sure I have my blankie and pillows for that fish on party.
Basically, any mod that get out of hand, Mark can just drop the hammer on them, except for Jody. Him and Jody are modified wrenches.
Uncle Lou says, dang it, B. You made me stick my finger laughing at that because, of course, he's tying his rigs.
Ow.
Well, at least now we know who drew first blood.
Sounds like he liked the fish out of water instead of finesse.
Well, when you're in heavy current, you don't want to finesse a big cat.
No, but you don't want to reel down on them too hard either. There's a pretty center in between there.
No, you don't want to run down hard on them and heavy current either. But once you know that hook's set, you got to get them out of that current to where you can get a good fight.
When it's flatheads, you got to get them off the bottom.
Oh, that's flatheads for you.
Yeah.
The blues, they love sticking in that current.
They'll lay there and open their mouth up as big as they can get it just to make it harder.
Uh-huh.
I think channel cats fight the best from hookup too. Even once they hit the boat, them 20-pound channels,
oh, yeah.
they put up a pretty dang good fight at the boat.
And here the games begin. And Freddie says, "Glad your boat is better, Jody. Glad your boat is better."
Brian will be back in 5 minutes.
I think he's used to being timed out even from the bait shop, getting sent to the basement. And
yeah, well, Brian B had a wrench too. Remember, Brian B has a wrench, and there's two in here that's a super mod.
Cold Creek Billy says, "I just put it on the calendar. Brian Bink Dink party Friday. I don't want to miss it."
Oh, you're good, Jody. You're good. You don't have to answer for it. Right?
Oh, you know what? You guys play like that all the time. That's on you.
I know
Catfish
and Crappie, Punchy and Jody, and Brian B. They like to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see a PayPal event happening again, and someone else getting timed out the other way.
Brian B. Cooking says, "I hope you pee the bed, Jody."
Brian B. came back under his other channel. Why, Brad? How did this go from talking to sinkers to watching people get goopy in chat?
Yeah, always entertaining.
To picking on Brian B. That poor guy. I do pick on him a lot. He's my favorite guy to pick on.
Missy's favorite too. Missy likes giving him a hard time.
I think she likes giving Lyle a harder time.
It's pretty entertaining.
Well,
it is. She's funny with the guys, hammering them, doing that smack talk.
Oh yeah.
I want to say this. I love my new look, and I don't have to wear glasses. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with all my 2 pairs of eyeglasses and my 2 pairs of prescription sunglasses now that I don't need them.
How's your sensitivity light doing? Any better?
It's doing good inside, but when I go outside in the daytime, it still hurts.
Yeah.
But I have to put on sunglasses as soon as I go out because if I don't, it's going to give me a headache.
205 Wild Action says, "Avid, I've got some stickers to give away. If anyone wants one, they can email me."
Would you want me to do a giveaway? Who was that?
Well, that was 205 Wild Action.
You want me to pull up the giveaway tool 205 and give away a few?
Yeah, I heard. I haven't seen Pork Chop in a little while either myself.
Yeah, Uncle Luke says, "Y'all missed it. B is fishing with fish on, Pork Chop as the special guest."
Okay.
River Rat says, "I fish at the dam on the bank. Do you have some drifting sinkers for that way of fishing?"
People use all kinds of drifting sinkers from the bank.
Even bank sinkers.
Yeah, Lance is. I know Lance has used the ones we make on the bank over where he fishes, and they do pretty good. It's just kind of a trial and error thing in front of them dams because with those big big heavy rocks and stuff, it's hard to keep stuff down without getting it stuck. And you got to kind of be prepared to lose some stuff. I lose the majority of my stuff at dams. And if you're fishing from the bank, it makes it harder.
205 Wild Action says, let's give away 3 of them, and whoever wins, I'll send them out in the mail.
That's awesome,
can I-
Bobby.
205, I'm going to give you a wrench.
And that way you can post your email.
Right. There
And
you go,
Brian B
205.
says, poor chap's never said that a day in his life. Size Matters says, hit that like one time for Avichat.
Okay, everybody. This is what you're going to be putting in chat. Jody, get in on it. I mean, Robin, get in on it. You can get in on it too, Brad.
Hey, thank you for doing that, 205.
That was really nice, 205. I have to get with Bobcat and get more stickers.
And he said he's doing 3 sets.
He said 3 stickers.
All right, we'll do 3 different drawings. We'll do 3 different drawings for the stickers.
Evan, we got to get some stickers made up for the show.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on that.
Are you?
I'm just trying to figure out how to do it because I'm trying to combine your logo somewhat with my logo.
Just put a pontoon on a bank. You know, put the pontoon in the water near the bank, and you bank fishing, and at the boat, I'm catching a fish.
I think I might get a hold of John Parker, see if we can work on that one.
That's what I
Yeah.
was just going to suggest.
John Parker or Brad.
I want one of those. Everybody has those cartoon character faces and stuff. I want one of those.
Yeah, John Parker's good at those.
Yeah, he is. He's very good.
He did one of me with a channel cat I caught at Horseshoe Lake.
Hi, Lisa. Spring Mountain Catfishing. I didn't see you pop in, but hello, hello, hello.
Hello,
Welcome in,
Lisa.
Size Matters Catfishing.
We have 17 people already entered.
Size Matters, I would like one of your stickers.
And we have 50 people watching. That's a new goal.
Yes, River Rat, you can play. Thomas says, crap, River Rat 3030 entered. We know who will win now. LOL.
Hey,
LG Bass is in the house.
Welcome in, LG and Michelle.
LG Bass, Tom, if you want to get in on the 205 stickers, go ahead and put hashtag 205 in chat. And if you don't get one now, we will be doing this 3 times because 205 will be sending out stickers from his house. So, who wants to kick off the button? Who wants to say
Brad
no?
can, if he's there.
Huh?
Go
Brad
ahead.
can do it. He's our guest. Let him push the draw.
You ready, Brad?
Go ahead. Hit it.
Good luck, everyone. Brian
Oh.
B. Cooking. Huckle Boy, you missed out on that one, but we're having 2 more.
Brian, 205, can you put your email in chat for Brian B. Cooking?
Congrats,
Congratulations,
Brian
Brian.
B.
Congrats, Brian B. So if you guys, anyone that's new that just came in and want to put in
That was close.
205, put in hashtag 205 in chat.
I thought it was going to land on River Rats. The way it stopped there for a second, I'm like, he won
I
again.
That is dead right. That'd been funny. That'd have really got Thomas there.
I was going to send River Rat some numbers and just have him send me some back and see how his luck rolls out for me.
Yeah, right.
Hey, he still has 2 more shots.
Huckleberry.
Welcome
Hey,
in, Huckleberry.
Huckleberry, if you're new in chat, put in hashtag 205 and you'll get a chance to win 205 stickers.
Thomas says, River Rat is a lucky son of a gun. LOL.
That ain't the word he was thinking of, but I know what he's talking about.
That
Hey.
other guy won.
Uh-huh. Hello, Big Slim.
Big Slim is in the house.
Who?
Big
Oh,
Slim.
Mr. Bullock.
Welcome in, Big Slim.
Kelly, howdy, howdy. The Bullock Experience is in the house.
Welcome in, Kelly.
Kelly, let me know if you need more jigs. Mark, did you put in for the drawing? We have 21 in, no. Yeah, we have 21 in chat. 21 entered.
Well, to be out there, doors says Limp Chicken. Who's Limp Chicken?
I don't know. No clue who Limp Chicken is.
Kelly, he didn't call you Limp Chicken, did he?
No, I asked him if he needed some more jigs.
Ah. Hillbilly Hippie's in the house.
Welcome in.
Joe Ziegler.
Catfish and Crappie put in hashtag 205 to get in on a drawing for 205 stickers.
I kind of want to know about the Limp Chicken thing, but I kind of don't either.
I'm not sure I want to know.
Hey, if they say Limp Chicken in chat, don't ask.
Just leave it alone.
Yeah, just leave it alone because it ain't PG. I've learned that.
Some of those nicknames and stuff do stick for people.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Like I got stuck with Bigfoot, which I love. Are we ready?
Sure, spin it again.
Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Now, Brian B wins again. You're going to have to get numbers.
That'd be River Rats this time. Oh, Robin won. Congratulations, Robin.
Oh my gosh. Whoop, whoop.
Woohoo! That's amazing.
Oh, it's making fun of his wrestler's name on a wrestling game. Is that from Troy?
Yeah, that's Rural and Virtual that did that.
Thank you, Monty. Thank you, River Rat.
Okay, everybody, there's going to be one more drawing for
Thank you, Lisa.
a 205 sticker.
In a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
205, if you're in here, please post your email again.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Huckleberry.
Thank you.
There it is.
And there will be another drawing coming in. So if you're new in here and you want to get in on a 205 sticker, please put in hashtag 205.
Thank you, 205. I'm excited to get your sticker.
This is an easier way of doing it, 205.
Joe Sigler says, it's rigged.
Sometimes the luck of the wheel's in your favor and sometimes it's not.
Hey, I don't have no control over this giveaway tool.
Brian B says, welcome to the winner's circle, Robin C.
I haven't been in a drawing in months, so
Catfish Dog is in the house.
Oh, yeah, that's
Welcome
right.
in.
Next Sunday, he's going to be doing our live doing commercials,
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Rent-A-Fish commercials.
It'll be good.
Nice.
And Robin gets to drill him for all the questions she wants.
Why aren't you going to be there?
I am. I'm just going to be laughing my butt off on the commercials.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
He writes these things himself.
Yeah, I saw some of the things that he wrote just randomly like that, and was like, wow, that was pretty good.
They are pretty good.
Uncle Jeep is another one that comes up with some fun things.
Yeah. We have 27 in the drawing.
Thank you,
If we-
Annette.
If we can get up to 30 people in the drawing, we can spin it again. We're going to spin it anyway, but let's see if we can hit 30.
Come on, guys, put that hashtag 205 in if you haven't already.
And if you guys haven't, make sure you hit that thumbs up for Robin and Avid. You know, they put a show on every weekend, like a lot of other people do through the week, and it's a lot of time out of their schedules to do it. And I know I appreciate all the shows that everybody do. So don't be afraid to hit that thumbs up and share them out, and show them a little love for the time they put in for what they do for everybody.
Well, thank you there, Brad.
Thank you, Brad. This is a show I've always enjoyed doing because to me, it's supporting the smaller channels and supporting the small catfish community businesses that help out the catfishermen and also help support the veterans and the people on the front line, whether it be the police, the fire department, the ambulances, the nurses,
First responders. And also the the Coast Guard as well, because they all do their part to keep us safe, keep our peace, and keep us healthy. Brian B says, I hit the thumbs up already. You want me to hit it again?
No,
You got to hit it in threes. It's got to be an odd number. So whatever you do,
hit
it's
it.
got to be an odd number. You can hit as many times as you want, as long as it's odd.
We're stuck at 27, so are we ready?
Send it out. Roll it again. We'll see if River Rat hits the 1 for 3.
Make sure you guys sub to Brad.
What if Robin wins it again or Brian B wins it again? Are you going to ask for lottery ticket numbers?
No.
Probably.
Here we go.
Brian B,
Good
if
luck
you
with
hit it with Brian B catfishing, I think he'll be the luckiest.
SB.
Yes.
Good
I
luck,
was trying to
everybody.
think. I was trying to think of a nice name, and I was having trouble. So thank you, son of a gun.
Trina just got in on the hair of her skinny teeth.
Skinny skin skin.
Uh-huh. Good luck, everybody, and here we go.
Let's
luck,
go,
everyone.
winners.
Watch it be Serena that wins.
That explains what happened to Brian. He was hit 3 times.
Dale
Oh,
Hayslip.
Dale
Congratulations, Dale.
Yay, Dale! Way to go, bud.
that's awesome.
So I
That
put
was awesome.
the comments with the email address for you guys to send to 205 Wild Action. Thank you for doing this, by the way. Congrats, Dale.
Thank you for doing that, Robin, so people don't have to keep having to post that up.
Oh, sure.
But
Make sure you go to Brad's Facebook, Brad's YouTube. Brad, you want to tell me your email address and I can put it in there?
Brad?
Yeah, it's Bradley Caudell, Caudill, 851216 at
Okay.
Gmail.
You're welcome, 205. Anytime anybody wants to do sticker giveaways on the show, let me know and I'll pull up the prize wheel.
So it's
But-
Brad Cardell,
Bradley.
8516 Bradley.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Bradley Cardell, 8516 at gmail.com.
85 12 16.
Oh, I forgot the 12. $85 12 16 at Gmail.
Yep.
Thank you, Annette.
Also, if someone could put in Uncle Lou's Tackle, thank you, Catfish and Crappie, and if you could also put in Monty's contact too.
Yeah.
He's been in here the whole show, and
Uncle Lou.
Uncle Lou, yep.
Now, this week we'll probably have two shows. One on Saturday for Epic, and one on Sunday with Tim.
Wait, Epic is Tim.
No, I'm talking about Catfish Dog Tim.
Okay. I'm like, wait a minute, Epic is Tim.
I'm doing one on Saturday for Tim because of his schedule at 7 o'clock Central Time, because his schedule is kind of out there. So I'm working with him on that.
Epic's always great to watch and listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know.
And Sunday night it will be Catfish Dog.
Always go back through Epic stuff and pick the conversations apart.
Well, I'm going to put him. I'm going to. Everybody always gives him questions, and normally when he goes live, he don't think he needs his whiteboard, and everybody always ends up asking him a question where he has to pull the whiteboard out.
Yeah.
Didn't he get to see the professor come out really quick?
Oh, yes, they do.
But he knows my waters, and I know my waters, and I keep picking his brains out. But I want to see how he would do a seminar on fishing confluences.
Eric B.
Hey,
Welcome
Eric
in,
B. Welcome in, bud.
Catfish Dog, he'll message you with the link.
Who's that?
He was saying link, please. Or do you want to come up tonight? Aren't we getting ready to end it?
Yeah, we're fixing to. Oh, you want to, Tim, you want to do, you're going to do the Mississippi rent-a-fish tonight for a closing?
Thank you, Annette and Mark from Catfish and Crappie.
Thank you all
Hi,
for dropping
retired
those
Rick.
links.
Catfish Dog, you want to do the rent-a-fish for a closing? Do the one for Mississippi River.
Catfish Dog says, just for a minute. So can you post the link down there?
That's what I'm doing.
Thank you.
There you go, Tim. He comes up with some crazy commercials.
He does.
They're good.
I laughed so hard. You sent me that, and I was dying.
I'll see if he can do the Mississippi rent-a-fish for a commercial. Hello, it's all mine, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. She
Welcome
said,
in,
hello,
Michelle.
everyone. I've been listening.
How's the kitchen going, Michelle?
Brad, I'm sorry I talked over you again.
No, you're fine.
You're going to have to mute me.
I'm just telling everybody thank you for dropping all them links for everybody. You know,
Yeah.
that does help people find some of the good products that the community has to offer, and you know, it does help a lot of us out. So
Oh,
we always
absolutely.
appreciate all the help we can get.
I always let my mods share out links of people that they think needs help or any channel that's in here. because that lets them know that the people in chat, they do matter and they do count.
Mhm.
Now, who let the dogs out?
Who? You know, Abbott, that Mississippi River one I mailed you, and I just happen to have one copy of it right here.
Michelle, congratulations. She has cabinets.
Awesome.
That's
I
exciting.
have 4
Hey.
more copies right here I have written out.
Tim, this is for people that have not heard it live and fresh.
Okay, I can do
Like
that.
Miss Robin, she missed it live, so
Okay, here we go. Newsflash. Danny
hold on, let me
Stone
get it
takes
full
John
screen.
Parker. Okay. Newsflash. Danny Stone shakes John Parker's hand at CatCon. Well, Danny, you better call 1-800-RENT-A-FISH if you know what I mean. This newsflash has been brought to you by 1-800-RENT-A-FISH. If you got a live show, a 1v1, or a tournament coming up, better call 1-800-RENT-A-FISH for a successful show. Let's hear some endorsements. JP says, when I caught my Mondo Hondo, it was from 1-800-RENT-A-FISH. Richard Cluck says, 1-800-RENT-A-FISH brought me a PB. Parker Pursuit says, bank or boat, 1-800-RENT-A-FISH delivers. Possum says, yes, sir. Creel said, I had to revert back to cooking shows till I called 1-800-RENT-A-FISH. That's 1-800-RENT-A-FISH for all your fishing needs. And now, back to your program.
Well, Butterflies and Sunshine, if you want to know the answer to that, you're going to have to tune in next Sunday night to see how many commercials he has.
That was very good, Catfish Dog, Tim.
Oh,
That was very good.
I am right now in the midst of working on one for Kentucky.
There you go.
I'm in the midst of working on one for just women. Gonna be 5 women on there. And when I do these, I only put 5 endorsements in there, so it won't be 5 minutes long.
Right.
So when I leave people out, I don't want anybody to get offended, but it just these 5 people that come to my head right off the bat. But I will say that somebody on the panel that's not a male will be in the female one.
That's going to be perfect.
I think I about got that one worked up. I think I
He's
about
not
got that one
mentioning any
done.
names either.
Yeah.
Names remain silent for now.
Yep.
Now, have you ever
Fish fever.
have you figured one out for Brad Cardell?
Not yet. Brad, what state you live in?
Ohio.
Ohio.
You got to
Ooh.
do the Ohio group.
Okay, see,
Yeah.
now look, I'm working. Ohio. See, that's one river I haven't done yet is the Ohio, because I've done the
You got John Euler, you got Brad, you got Chrissy, you got Ernie, and you got Eric, and you got Curtis. There's
Okay.
six.
On the Ohio,
Okay,
you also have-
now, here's another thing about that too. Chrissy's going to be in the women's one. So Chrissy will not be in the Ohio River one because I don't cross over on them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
There has been a request for a West Virginia one.
Did you get one with Chad in it on the Ohio?
I haven't done the Ohio yet. I haven't started working on that one yet. I could just a couple at a time. I don't want to get because I got to do a little research on some of the big names on those places.
Right.
The Kentucky one, I hope you put J-Dog in there.
Oh, you got to do a special edition for the Illinois and add catfish and crappie in on it.
Well, J-Dog, he fishes the Ohio River though a lot though, don't he?
But he's in Kentucky.
He lives-
Ohio goes through many states.
Yeah.
Because there's Van and Sandy and there's Lee Evans, there's Mike Greenwell, there's J-Dog.
Hold on a minute here. Wait a minute. Okay, now this sheet here ain't a full sheet because it's just a scratchy right here. And guess who it is? Kentucky.
I got a commercial for you.
I got Dominic Hollis,
Okay, he's another.
Lee Evans,
Yeah.
Cat Tucky is going to be the handshake. Sorry.
Okay.
Ryan Bortz
Yep.
and Hagen Grubbs.
Oh, those are good ones.
Oh yeah.
That's my 5. And I picked Hagen was my last pick because Hagen has been on YouTube for what
Years.
4 years now. So he's in there.
I got one commercial that you can do that has a lot of people that go there to fish it, and 2 people that can be put in there right in there is Tom and Michelle at the world famous dock.
Oh, you got to do a doc commercial.
The world famous dock.
Wow. And you know what? Oh my God.
Hey,
I need to
we
work on that right away because there's some fresh stuff in my mind about that right now because the weekend was mayhem up there, and I think that would be some good stuff right there.
Yeah, because there's been a lot of visitors there.
Yeah.
Freddie's been a visitor there.
You got a good list of
KP was
business
just
for
a
that
visitor there this weekend, and he never gets anything written about him. Kenneth Powell needs to be put out there.
I call Kenneth Powell the deep voice in the morning.
But Catfish Fever and Outdoors came in. I'd like to say hi to him before we leave tonight.
Welcome in, Lynn.
Tim, Michelle says they're in Virginia on the North Carolina line.
Well, the famous dock is going to get their own Rent-A-Fish commercial.
I think the famous doc should. I think Tom and Michelle earned that.
Yes, they did.
Keep reminding me about this stuff because, like I said, I got a couple in my brain right now, so I gotta.
You know, and the 1 Ton Fishing Club fishes there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then they have the special guests.
The 1 Ton Fishing Club. Where are they from?
West Virginia.
West Virginia? Because I think they're okay.
I'm not sure. Michelle might know.
I believe they're from Virginia too.
Catfish Dog, Butterflies and Sunshine says, you're going to be busy. Lots of material to work with there.
I know.
So how many do you have written so far?
I've got, let's see, I've got 4 of them right here, and I might have one more.
Virginia is where
by Sunday, but is what?
1 Ton Fishing Club is from Virginia.
Virginia. And, okay. I'll have to keep that in mind. Because, see, that's one of the states I got to do some research on because I don't know a whole lot of people from, well, I may know them, but I don't know they're from Virginia. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Well, and then if you do an Illinois one, there's Laughing Cat, Sharina.
No, they're Indiana. They're Indiana.
Oh, they're in Indiana.
Yep.
That's what I meant.
I want a special edition where catfish and crappie is added to it.
Well, I've done the Illinois one already.
Did you add Mark to it?
No, I didn't know he was in there. I didn't know he was from Illinois.
Yeah, he's up around Chicago. We got to roast Mark a little bit.
922 Crappie Barbecue says, Avid, Robin, Tim, Chad, CF and O, Michelle, Chrissy, size doesn't matter. Wow, that last part. Sorry, Chrissy. I should have hesitated.
If you do one for Missouri, don't forget to add Lyle to it.
Slow down.
Be from.
Slow down. You're blowing my brains up. Slow down.
Sorry.
I got to finish the women's one this week, and I'm going to try to get Kentucky done too.
Well, West Virginia, Spring Mountain Catfishing Lisa says, West Virginia has Cold Creek, herself, Lisa, Spring Mountain Catfishing, Annette, Chucky, Missy K, Steve Helsman are all West Virginia. Isn't Dustin from West Virginia?
I think so.
You believe?
No, yeah.
Trophy.
I think that's in West Virginia.
Okay, Dustin made the James River.
Okay.
Yeah.
He won't be in West Virginia.
No.
Ryan B says, you got to know before the commercial, dog. Come on, man.
Oh, I would say the Potomac River, but that leaves a lot of people in that one.
Man. See, I'm struggling with that one because, yep, that's a lot of people.
You should do the
Ryan
East
B,
Coast, which would include
That's right.
Texas.
Chunky Cats.
It's like a Super Bowl halftime commercial for Potomac River area.
Uh-huh.
See, that one
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared of because I'm afraid of who I'm going to leave out in that one. That one kind of spooks me a little bit.
That one might take 2 commercials.
Judy Booty catfishing.
Hey, Judy Booty.
Welcome in,
New
Judy.
Mexico
Yes.
anglers. What's up, guys?
Just in case 2 stands is in here,
Hmm.
Judy Booty is a guy, not a girl.
Yes.
That stands famous female angler of the year.
Uh-huh.
If anybody
Midwest
doesn't know about it.
catfishing. Catfish Fever and Outdoors said Midwest catfishing. Morello Lynn, River Certified. 712 catfishing. Uncle Lou in the Midwest catfishing is from where?
That's all Iowa, I believe. I know River Certified's in
Yeah.
Iowa. I'm pretty sure
Uncle Lou
Uncle
is.
Lou's in Iowa
Yeah.
too.
Uncle Lou, River Certified, Danimals Creation, Murillo Family Fishing is, I believe, is all in Iowa. So that's a list right there.
Yeah, man, a couple at a time.
Oh, Dustin is in
yeah.
Virginia, not
Catfish
West Virginia.
Fever Lynn is also Iowa. Catfish Fever Lynn is also in Iowa. Boy, by the time we're done, you're gonna have a freaking notebook stack.
I think you already made like a 3-page or a 3-book series for him at this point.
Well, see, here's the funny thing about that is here's the finished product, all right? It takes about 4 sheets before I get to the finished product. Because it just looks like, no, that don't look right. Okay, then that flows better.
Well, that's because that's the way your mind works, and that's good.
Well, and I've got it set up to where it's basic framework. You go get the news flash, and then the brought to you buys, and then the endorsements, where I call the personal roasts. That's the part I have to work on the most.
Hey, the personal roast, I love them, especially how you slam Creole in the cooking.
Hey, and you know what? Look, it comes true because what did Creole do on their show today?
Cook.
He was cooking.
Hey, that famous roux looked pretty dang good.
It did look good.
I watched. Guilty. I watched.
Hey, I watched too, and I seen him go right into cooking.
He started cooking, and I was like, got him.
I was laughing
Ryan
when
B.
you
Catfishing says Uncle Lou is from the frozen tundra.
That was so funny.
And I'm gonna do it.
Live, and the next thing I know, he went cooking. I'm like, Tim nailed him perfectly. He didn't call run a fish, so he went to cooking.
I'm gonna do a short rent a fish commercial for Don R. And Robin, sorry.
What?
I know you guys got a one-on-one coming up, but somebody's gonna get blocked from 1-800 rent a fish.
That's Uncle Don.
Poor Don, he's getting.
Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle Don's got the bat phone.
Uncle Don, you really blocked me from 1-800 rent a fish?
He asked me, he said, I got a one-on-one with Robin. Could you do one? I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
that's the way. He's got to go behind the scenes to sneak and win. It's okay. I can beat him without 1-800 rent a fish.
Hey, don't worry. Bigfoot calls 1-800 rent a fish, and they can't even find Bigfoot.
Yeah, That's in the Illinois one.
Let's
Avid, that's
see.
Frank, because your twin brother was walking around at CatCon. They probably got him confused.
The
Yeah,
Abbott's
you know,
lookalike
hey,
was perfect from the back. The
You know how
second
many-
he turned sideways, that was it.
you know how many
He was
text
a thin
messages
guy.
I got those 2 days about that guy that looked like me at CatCon?
We see.
And
We
I
see.
didn't message him once.
I had over 300 messages from CatCon asking me if I was there.
I had to take a double take. I'm not gonna lie.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
Rhino
my
Fish
phone-
got bought out by John Parker, the guy who can't fish worth a lick.
Yeah, the only reason why
That-
John Parker
What'd you
bought
just
him
say,
out
Rob?
is-
What'd you just say?
John Parker, the guy who can't fish worth the lick.
No, what'd you say the first part?
Oh, Rent a Fish got bought out by John Parker. That came from Catfish Fever and Outdoors.
I think it's Catch 'em All John. After his last stream, he was slaying some fish.
He's been on a roll lately, boy. Hey, he paid his bill at 1-800-RENT-A-FISH, and here they go.
after I'm done with Angelina in 1v1, I'm going to take down John Parker.
Well, you know
I'm
what?
taking down Avid. I have not Avid. I'm taking down Sharina and JBT with Avid. It's a 2v2. Then I'm taking down J-Dog in May. Then I'm taking down Donar in June. So John Parker's probably going to be down there in July when I take him down.
I'm taking down Angelina in June. And right after that, I'm going to take down John Parker in nighttime fishing.
Hey, good luck. Good luck. Just
Night
good luck.
fishing.
Good luck. Good luck. You know, the funny thing about it is you can actually buy 1-800-RENT-A-FISH apparel on John Parker's site. He actually has 1-800-RENT-A-FISH t-shirts. I'm not kidding. Him and Brokeback Bob came up with that.
Hey, 922, yeah, I noticed she said that you don't need me.
Brian B is the supplier of 1-800-RENT-A-FISH, he says. Monty Sheet says, I've really enjoyed the show tonight, everyone, but I have to get busy now. Have a blessed evening, everyone. Tight lines. Monty, thanks for coming in. It was great having you.
Thanks
Okay.
for stopping in, Monty.
Brian B, I'm going to tell you right now a little personal joke between me and John Parker. Brian B is AKA Sir Dink-a-Lot.
I thought he was Brian B, the no-show angler.
Sir Dink-a-Lot.
Well, if he ain't catching dinks, he does a no-show.
Because I'm going to give him, he's going to get a 1-800-RENT-A-DINK commercial.
And that's what I say. I pick on Brian B, but it's because I love him.
He's cool. He's cool, dude. I like him.
I haven't
He came
seen
over to me when
That's why
I was
got him too.
he came over to me when I was at CatCon, and I was sitting in Haz's booth, and he came over to work, and I'm like, oh man, I have to be nice to him today. And he came up and he was so sweet. He gave me a hug, and I was like, aw, okay, I'll be nice to him from now on. And that lasted about 12 hours.
12 hours, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I started picking on him the day I got back.
I figured it would have lasted maybe an hour and a half before you started attacking him again.
Robin, I want to tell you,
Yes, sir.
I was watching the drive into CatCon on the live that you were on,
Okay.
and you guys were, what, about 14 miles away from getting off the exit, and your husband said, you want to stop for breakfast? I rolled off the couch laughing because I could just see you turn and look at him with that kill look. Hell no, we're right there.
He got that evil eye. He did.
Oh man, when he said you want to stop for breakfast, I was like, oh, that's a man job right there. Yeah, you go.
Man, I
That's
lost
funny.
it. I lost it over that one.
You know, my husband's very quiet.
Yeah.
The
He
way
was
Chill.
quiet the whole time, but when the perfect time he came up, bang, here come that one line. You want to stop for breakfast?
It's just, oh, he's too funny.
that was
I love him to
fun.
death, and he doesn't fish, but he'll get a fishing license. So he'll put poles up, and I don't know that he'll reel one in. He'll probably go get that pole. Because I don't know if he even knows how to take a catfish off the hook. Honestly, he just doesn't fish.
Yeah.
The good thing is he might get it. He might get into it and enjoy it. You never know. Some
Then he's
people.
got to get his own rods and reels because those are mine. I'm kidding.
Part about that timing, Robin.
What's that?
I was talking to a dealer, and I took a drink of coffee when that came up, and the dealer wore the coffee. His brand new white.
Oh, I bet you made a hit.
His white shirt went brown real quick.
205 Wild Action says, got to be up early. Y'all have a good evening.
I had to pay $60 for a white silk shirt to get clean.
Don R has one of those Rent-A-Fish t-shirts. I believe he won it last year somehow.
But hey, it was so worth it. That was priceless.
See, Don R has the inside. He's got the 1-800-RENT-A-FISH shirt.
He can have it.
He knows the number.
Oh, no.
That's
Have a
right,
good
because he
night.
calls it all the time.
Have a good night, 205. Thank you for doing the sticker giveaway.
Yeah, that was really nice, 205.
Hey, Christy Brown, can you put Catfish Dog's link in chat, please? Or Brian B.
Brian B will call it Sir Dinkalot's channel.
Hey, he made Dink your channel too at the same time.
Brian B says, I fill orders. If it's a dink, I got them. Big fish are for me.
Oh. All right, you guys. I'm gonna hop off here. I got some
All
stuff
right.
that I gotta get done.
All right, Brad, thanks for coming up and doing the
Any
show.
problem. Anytime.
We're going to close this out here in a minute. So,
If anybody ever has any questions about anything, don't be afraid to get a hold of me. I'll answer everything the best I can. If you got stuff with cleaning lead, I got a pretty good wealth of knowledge on that of trial and error. So
We'll
if you
get
got
together and
questions,
go.
don't be afraid to ask.
Robert says Robin C is going to be looking for a new boat.
Nope.
Have a good night, guys.
You too, Brad. I'll be picking you up.
Outdoors.
I'll be
Sounds good.
picking you up to go fishing.
Anytime.
All righty.
One question
Bye.
before you go.
Oop.
The 7-inch spooks, how much you can be selling them for now?
I don't do the 7-inch spooks. FOA Freddy does.
I
but
thought
if
you
you're-
said that you were going to do something for it.
Yeah, I do the 4-inch spooks. If I get the 7-inches, I'll just order them from Freddy. He does a nice job on them.
He does.
How much do they go
I bought
for,
me
do
some
you
pink
know?
ones.
You'll have to ask him that. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on what he's charging for them. So I picked some up while we were at CatCon. They're nice spooks.
They are nice.
If you're throwing huge
All right.
baits, those 7-inch spooks are going to hold them up.
Well, see, I like casting them on Country Mile.
Yeah, they're nice. They actually rattle quite a bit too. Oh, I think I got one. Give me one second.
Uptown Chrissy Brown and Matt from Wanna Be Outdoors are in each other's head because each of them said, have a blessed night, Brad.
All right, everybody. Well,
Here's Freddy's 7-inch spook. I actually had it close. But if it's good
nice.
comparison,
that's a big spook.
this is the
They are.
4-inch. These are 7 by 1.5. So
Damn.
spook down. But yeah, if you need these big 7-inch spooks, check out Freddy FOA.
Yep,
He's
Freddy
got 'em.
Outdoor Adventures.
I
You can
want
hear
to
'em.
see what he charges for them.
They're loud.
They
Does he
are
sell
very
them in
loud.
Singles, or does he sell them in the 4-pack?
He sells them, I think, in 3s or 2s.
I got them in a 2-pack, but
2-pack, yeah.
they're nice spooks. I'll hardly ever use that, but there's a couple spots that I will use that, so it's nice to have them.
Well, see, I'll use them on the Mississippi and the Kaskaskia.
Oh yeah,
And
it'd be a good
big
spot.
baits you like to use, that will work perfectly.
You can use a whole fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even you can gut it if you want. Leave it hang out with it. It's still gonna
Yeah.
float it up.
I think
Dangle
I'm
it.
more of a flapper rig.
Yeah, almost.
Matt says $26 if he remembers correctly. I thought they were 18, but don't quote me on that because
I don't like to ever tell anybody prices on stuff because if I get it wrong, someone will be mad. So I always tell everybody, go check out their prices on stuff. They're going to tell you what they're doing. They might be running specials too. You never know.
Yep.
So check
And
them out.
Brian B, thank you for putting that in there. He said he put the Facebook connection for FOA rods
Thank you,
in
Brian.
here. Appreciate that, Brian B.
So,
Thank you, Brian.
are you off tonight, Tim?
Yeah, I have the weekends off.
Matt, as long as you don't quote me on that either, because I said I think. Keywords, I think. Chrissy has a phone call. She says y'all have a blessed night.
Later, Christy.
See you,
Archie that
Chrissy.
we're thinking of him.
And I'm going to head off here too. So,
You want to close this out, Chrissy, or do you want Tim to do it?
Chrissy,
I mean, Robin. You want to close this
I'm like,
out, or do you want
Chrissy
Tim to
coming up to let us go.
She's got one good foot, and you're going to own it, Avid.
That's going to be right up the backside.
I've been getting her good all night tonight.
You have been. I think Tim should close us out tonight.
All righty then.
All right, Tim, hold on a minute.
Well, no, leave it there where I can do my pointings thing.
Uh-oh.
Brad, good night. Robin,
Good night.
good night.
Good night.
Good night. And everybody out in chat, hi ho.
With that being said, everybody have a good night and get your gear ready for fishing.
Yes, sir.
Tight lines.
Take care, everyone. Thank you for coming in.